Good morning, All Saints family. We are surrounded by an abundance of gifts and blessings daily, and are tasked to view these gifts through the eyes of our heart with wonder, astonishment, and delight, and to celebrate each gift with gratitude. I share one story of the glorious abundance of the natural world, and another of the kindness of a stranger, an angel in disguise. As a young girl, we often went to a forest and stream at Fora near Easter River for an evening braai. Once we poured water and soil on the ashes, we waited in the dark with anticipation for the appearance of the fireflies. The thrill, when out of the darkness I caught the first flash of a firefly lantern, it took my breath away in wonderment. Then another firefly would flash its lantern in response until slowly the entire area was ablaze with fireflies, all flashing their magic lights under their abdomens. In later years, I learned that these flashes were a language of love used by the male to entice a female to respond to his particular pattern of flashing, and that fireflies are actually flying beetles. I haven't seen these magical flying beetles for many years. The experts say it's due to habitat loss or climate change, and I believe their numbers are dwindling. Still, these nights of magic and beauty are etched on my heart, and I remember how the flashing light patterns left me spellbound. The second story is kindness shown by a stranger. We were travelling on the back road towards Durbanville after a most enjoyable birthday celebration in Melkbosch. It was late afternoon and the traffic was very heavy. Ed was driving and there was lots of happy chatter in the car as two girlfriends were seated in the back. Suddenly, I noticed that Ed was struggling with the gears, and the car came to a slow halt. Ed couldn't get the car into gear. He used the final momentum to drift towards the verge, but the back of the car still jutted out into the road. The drivers hooted, and some passed us on the left. The oncoming traffic was piling up, and we seemed to be surrounded by a lot of noise and very irate drivers. In the next moment, a young man pulled up in a 4x4 in front of Ed. He came to the window and asked Ed if he had a towing ring. Once that was installed, he pulled our car off the road. Once again he came to the car and asked Ed if he could get into the car. He tested the gears and said that Ed only had gears 3 and 4. We were stranded. He offered to tow us to our house and took us right into the complex. When I looked inside his vehicle, I noticed the car was packed with equipment and even a cat box. When I inquired, they said they were going camping. We are so grateful to these two young people who appeared at our side and assisted us when we were in our hour of need. I'm sure if we're together now, you would be able to tell me more stories of being blessed by someone whose presence in your life is a gift and who enriched your life. Michael Main takes us from seeing our world to loving our world as a gift. He writes, I guess that, in the end, the giving of proper attention to what lies all about us and within us, and to whoever or whatever is before our eyes, is much more than the beginning of wonder, for it's also a pretty good definition of love, and therefore it is also the surest, swiftest way to God, who is both our journey and our journey's end. Blessings always.